Hey guys, it's Andres with Camp Canine Training. Today we are going to talk about anxiety, how it's caused, how do we get there, how can we fix it, right? I have a 2-year-old right now named Tank. He is a Great Dane. He's smaller on the Great Dane side of things. He's, I believe, 70 or 80 pounds. He is deaf, which is a little bit easier to train. It's a big misconception, and you guys are going to see that here in just a second. But he has severe anxiety, right? So let's backtrack and let's talk about how we got here in the first place. So we get a puppy, or actually even further back. The puppy's born day one. It's with litter mates, it's with sisters, it's with the brothers, it's with mom, it's with everybody. And then the puppy's growing up for the first 6 to 8 weeks. And then between 6, 8, 10, 12 weeks, we buy them, we adopt them, we foster them. And we have these cute little puppies, and they're adorable. And we take them everywhere with us because we think it's the right thing to do. We want everybody to pet it because we want them to love people. We don't want them to be aggressive towards people. We have every dog smell it and we take it to the dog park because we want it to get exposed because we want it to like every dog, right? And we don't start training because we don't think it's necessary yet. It's still very cute and very cuddly, and we let it up on the couch and we let it up on the bed and we let it do all these things. And now this cute little puppy is not so cute anymore. Now it's a year and a half in, and you have to go to work, and you have to go to vacation. You get sick. The dog gets sick. The dog gets hurt. Another dog has to go to a boarding facility. Most boarding facilities are going to board anywhere between 12 to 18 hours a day. Right? You're going to have bathroom breaks and stuff in between, but that's what your average boarding facility is going to board. So you have a dog that has always been with somebody, has slept in the bed, has cuddled with you, has had affection for the first year and a half, and now they're spending all this time by themselves in a crate. And the first thing that dog is going to be or say, it's something's wrong. Mom isn't here, dad isn't here, litter mates aren't here. Something is wrong. I got to get out of here. Then you have panting. Then you have crying, whining, barking, chewing on the bars, trying to break out because something is wrong. Their toys, their blankets, their affection, their parents aren't there. Boom. We have separation anxiety. So the biggest thing that I tell people is at the beginning, build a solid foundation where the puppy learns to be by themselves. The puppy learns to be on a crate for a long period of time, 14 to 16 hours in a crate at the beginning stages. Bathroom breaks in between, but a lot of kennel time. No blankets, no toys, none of that stuff in the kennel. Once later on they're okay and they're not whining and they're not doing all these stuff, then great. Then start giving them more things in the kennel and start trading that kennel time for climb time, and then start trading that kennel time and that climb time for freedom time, and then they can get to sleep on the bed and they get to be up on the couch if you allow that. But if you allow that too soon and then you take it away, then the dog's going to be like, what in the world? So I'm going to show you Tank. I'm going to show you how severe his case is. He's probably top 3 that I've had. So he breaks out of kennels. He uses his body to slam on the sides of the kennel doors or just walls to break out of the kennels. This is the reason why I'm not a fan of wire crates, or one of many reasons, because they're very easy to break out of, especially a bigger dog like this who's smart enough and has learned to break out of kennels, right? They'll push their body, and then the top pins will pop off. I've had other dogs where they'll use their nose, and right at the bottom corner of the door, they'll punch it until the door kind of snaps, and as long as they're able to get their head through, they can get their entire body out. But it also can be dangerous because they can get stuck, right? Another reason why I'm not a fan of wire kennels is because they're able to chew on bars. And they're very anxious dogs, will chew, break a bar, and get hurt. So there's lots of reasons why I'm not a fan of them, but I'm going to show you a quick video of how he is in the kennel, and I'm going to show you how he is outside of the kennel. Always needs to be doing something. His mind is all over the place. Humps, the foster, right, has jumped on the foster and has used his body weight to get his way. So mom's arms, or the foster's moms, are all beat up. So this is how we can get to, and I don't think a lot of people realize how babying these behaviors from the beginning isn't quote unquote such a big deal. And then we end up here, and then we have to go back to the beginning. A lot of crate time, a lot of leash management, a lot of fundamentals that we could have just done when we were at the beginning, right? So we're going to dive straight into it. I'm going to show you kind of his before. I'm going to show you a time lapse that I did the second day that I got him, where he was able to spend about 6 hours in a kennel and he was no longer trying to break out, right? So we'll dive straight in. Hope you guys like it. All right, so here we have Tank. I've put him in the impact kennel. I love these kennels with high anxiety dogs. If they're extreme cases, I like to put them in the hybrid case because these still have bars and some dogs will try to chew on. But you can always use the e-collar to be able to correct, and then a bar collar to stop the barking. Now, currently, Tank does not have any e-collar or bar collar because he was actually doing pretty good. He was just panting a lot. So I'm going to let this play, and I want you to hear how anxious he actually gets. So as you could see, I mean, there's a lot of heavy breathing, right? He was doing a little bit of whining earlier. I wasn't able to set up the camera just in time, but it's just a lot of panting. And look at his state of mind, right? Tongue all the way out. And this is a dog that has not been exercised. Like I'm obviously okay with a dog panting after they've been exercised, after a hot day, but like you should not be panting this hard for not being able to be next to somebody. Like this is pretty heavy anxiety, right? After this comes like just so much panting where the dog is literally laying in a pool of their own sweat and they're trying to bite on the bars. So it's a pretty severe case, but the great thing about a crate and when dogs learn to be is that they literally, there's only so many things you could do in a crate and there's only so long you could stay in a state of mind before you're like, oh, this isn't that bad. I'm just going to stay here and learn to fall asleep. So I'm going to fast forward over the next couple seconds, or you're going to see that over the next 2 hours, he is going to learn to fall asleep. And that's the goal. Like I can't have him humping somebody. I can't have him using his body to hurt somebody because he can't have it his way, right? I can't have him bite the leash because he doesn't want to listen. Like we want to utilize these tools to help him and show him the world, not because he's freaking out and then he doesn't want to do it. Right, so I'm going to fast forward, I'm going to play through, and then you guys are going to see how quickly he starts learning to just be calm and learn to relax. So as I'm fast forwarding this, you could see how he's working through all this stuff, right? Pan, cry. But you could see his state of mind getting better and better as he's getting more tired. There's only so long he can stay in one state of mind before he's like, you know what? I'm just going to lay down. Boom. Right there. That's what I'm looking for. Right. And at this point, right, you would bring the pup out, you would get rewarded, and then back in the kennel. I didn't do this specifically for him just because I really want him to settle in all the way. Every time I walk by, he feels the vibrations and stuff, or I move around, he gets back up excited, ready to go again. So I really want him to settle in all the way. Just learn him, just have him be. So you have a dog that went from biting mom, scratching mom, breaking out of kennels to within 48 hours being a completely different dog, right? So it's possible. And the best part, no medications and no collars. There's going to be some dogs that are going to require collars to stop the biting and the barking. But any dog that comes through my program, zero medication. Dog has to come in sober through my program, and then do treadmill training, do crate training, and do everything else. So for everybody who's asking, how do I get my anxious dog to not be so anxious? Voila, this is it. Welcome to the crate. Welcome to treadmill training. Welcome to leash walks. Welcome to leash pressure. Welcome to climbs. Welcome to climb stays. Welcome to structured, right? Lots of kennel time. Have your dog just learn to be the best thing you can ever teach your dog. So this is it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Comment below if you have any questions.